Today we're cooking some KFC chicken. My original herbs and spices is original MUNCH stream herbs and spices. Just try and keep the energy down. I do have neighbours and they sometimes get a bit annoyed at me. You can see that there's a lot of secret ingredients in there. It's not just flour. I was a former employee of KFC myself, so I do know my stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we're gonna turn the gas on high heat to get that oil going. Munch stream, munch stream. We're going to sift this flour mix. Now, the thing about these bits, I don't know what you call them, actually. I've got no idea what you call these bits. But it's basically like solidified flour. So we've got all of this leftover bits here. So we've got all of these leftover bits, bruv. And to be honest, when I worked at KFC, the last legs of the lug with all these bits in is actually what made the breading really nice. So I think I'm just gonna dump it all in anyway. That was sort of virtually pointless. This is the breading. I've not got much, but I've only got 4 drumsticks that I'm gonna cook, so it's not really that deep. Here we go. We're just gonna coat it in the flour, nice and evenly. You want a nice coating. You see how I'm just sort of twisting it into the bowl. Lovely stuff. And this is the part that many people, they fuck up. They don't double dip. So I've got all the breadcrumbs on there now, yeah? You see how I've got all the flour and stuff, all the seasoning and that, bruv. What you want to do is you want to dunk it in here really quick. And as you can see, it almost washes off into the water. That doesn't matter, mate. You do the same thing again. Munch stream, munch stream. Right, we're just going to put that in the bowl. And then with these ones, I'm not going to forget to squeeze the air out. So you want to grab this part of the drumstick. And then, with a nice deep breath, you just want to squeeze all the air out into the world. Like you do when you burp or fart. Or spit loads of bars. Yes, push all the air out. And make sure it's really tight at the bottom and you're squeezing all that air out, because it will fuck up your cook. And you don't want that. Mr. White won't be very happy. You can also sort of toss it off a little bit, and it looks like you're giving it a bit of a handy, but that actually gets all the air out. We're just going to do what I did before. We're going to roll it about. You see how all the air's come out and the skin's a bit looser, like it looks like it's lost a lot of collagen. Dunk that in there, bro, very quickly. You don't want to wash all the shit off. You can sort of see bits of chicken coming off. That's what those hard bits were at the start. Try not to waste any. Walter would not look at that very favourably. I've tried to be as accurate to KFC as possible, but it's PNW Sonny's herbs and spices instead of the Colonel's. The Colonel's not on shit anyway. He's not even a bad man. I heard he doesn't even run the ends, bruv. Oh my god, look at that. Doesn't it look beautiful? And I might even double dunk him again, bruv, because look how much is left over. Dunk this one again. Oh my god, look at that. Just look at that. It looks like poo, but it's not, and it tastes way better than poo, I can promise you that. My cousin, when I was younger, apparently used to eat his poo, and he never said if it was nice or what, but I don't imagine it's very tasty. This is how your gloves should look after you bread chicken. That is what they should look like. So you got a bit of pale on there from where the breading's washed off a bit. That's fine. You just coat it again, bruv. Right, that is really hot. I'm not about to put my finger in and test it. What we're going to do is grab this. Right, that's frying immediately. I mean, this is a wok, so it's not as bad. But if your chicken is resting on the base, where all the heat comes into contact with the wok at the bottom, if it actually rests like it is now, instead of just floating in the oil, then it can actually burn. So you want to just make sure it doesn't do that, basically. You want to avoid that at all costs, bro. Because it's a wok and not like just a bit of metal, I think we should be okay. Just going to chuck these in with it. That's going to cook a bit nicer, that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Shout out the man then, bro. Munch stream, munch stream. You can see the breadcrumbs, the flour is fastened, it's sealed, it's created a nice coating around the drumsticks. Beautiful stuff. Nice and healthy. Look at all that oil, really good for you. That's the cat food down there. That's what my cat eats. Love my cat, bro. I don't know where she is at the minute. The breading's starting to fall off a little bit. Literally kitchen mogging people, bro. You know, some man just can't cook. Like, how are you? How are you? I'm 21, bro. I've been cooking my own food since I was like 17. The room I was born in, bro, I just came out dripped in chrome hearts with like VVS GIA certified chains and bracelets on. And they were like, what the fuck? This baby's just so drippy and cool. And I was like, mate, get the fuck up. Like, you man need to just get up. And then I just started doing a money spread on everyone. It's good seasoning, but it's not going to be as good as KFC. And, you know, they cook their shit in industrial pressure cookers. You know, they're super expensive machines, bro. And, you know, the old Henny Penny, shout out my girl Penny, so many nights in the kitchen. Oh, she never let me down. We make do. We make do with what we've got as humans. We adapt. We overcome in order to meet the challenges that our surroundings present to us at any given moment. We do it naturally. And today I'm doing that with this wok. A lot of air has escaped. I feel guilty for eating on stream. Shout out to Dopers Yola, bro. Shout out that bin. Been there since, been there years. Decent. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next one.